Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show we are going to have Andreas. Andreas from Vienna in Austria. So let's see what Andreas has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Andreas, how
Hey,
are you?
very good. Thank you very much for inviting me to this great thing. As I said before, I saw your interview with Jamie and now you're interviewing me. It's kind of freaky.
Thanks again for taking the time for the interview this evening. Thank you very much. So
You're
tell me,
very
how was
welcome.
your day today?
Oh, I just had to do some editing. I've been in Poznan, in Poland for the Mr. Bear Europe election
Yeah,
over the weekend. And I'm making a 26-minute video about it. I did some interviews and recorded the show performances on stage and stuff like that. So yeah, I did the thing and tomorrow it will be online.
amazing. So tell me where you're from, Andreas.
As you can see in the background, well, now you can't see it anymore because, of course, we moved the camera closer. Vienna. Vienna is my hometown at the moment.
Wow,
Originally, I don't know, about 100 miles away from Vienna. That's where I was born. It's called Lower Austria, Scheibs. No one knows it. It's a really small little town. And yeah, since about the last 15 or 18 years, I'm now in Vienna. That's my home base.
what's the biggest joy of waking up in Vienna every morning?
The biggest joy of waking up in the morning in Vienna? The coffee. I love the Vienna coffee. But that's kind of after waking up. You go out and anywhere you go, you can get great coffee. And I haven't been a coffee person forever, just about the last 10 years or so. But ever since that, I can't stay away from this black, wonderful liquid that energizes my whole body every day. Kind of.
Amazing. Okay, Andreas. So, of course, I can see your sash, I can see, and I know that you are Mr. Fetish Austria 2025. My God. So, tell me a little
That's
bit
right.
about the journey, when the opportunity came along.
It was actually at the beginning of the year. There was some very bad stuff happening in my life, and I was looking for something that gives me kind of my energy back and something to strive for. And the fetish community and the fetish family is a really nice and warm family here in Austria, especially in Vienna. And I found myself with them, and I felt very good. And I had an interview with Marcus, who was Mr. Fetish 2024 of Austria, and we just talked. And then the thing came along to say, "Hey, wouldn't you like to try it?" And I did. And in March we started with the preparations and everything. And it took about a month because in Austria we are traveling from country to well, from city to city to do public voting in the smaller towns, in the smaller areas in Austria. And then the main election is happening in Vienna, and it was on the 1st of June. And I don't know why and how, but hey, here I am, and I've got voted Mr. Fetish
That,
Austria 2025. And I'm very
that's
grateful for it and very happy. Yeah.
that's amazing. I think for you to be able to hold a title where you can represent your community, represent and open people's minds, I think that's the best place to be for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It is a lot of work, and I want to how do you say it? I want to do it in a good way, and I
Mhm.
hope I did so far. The first month is now over. There are 11 more months to go, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to do in the next kind of a year now from now on. Yeah.
Amazing. And what do you do for work for living, Andres?
Sorry.
What do you do for work for living?
Oh yeah, for a living, I'm a cameraman. I do a weekly show on an Austrian television station where I am not the main focus. I'm behind the camera, so I do all the video work and all the editing and stuff like that. I also do photography, but it's like 80% video and 20% photography. And I'm self-employed. I started my own business in 2014, and it's going well so far, and I'm very happy. And I also started like 1.5 or 2 years ago my own YouTube channel, where I'm interviewing people as well, as you do in a great way. And that's going to be focused now more on the queer family, the LGBTQAI plus family. And with my title, I can go to many places and see many different people and have the opportunity to film them, to have the interviews, and to present them here in Austria as well.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay? Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Well, ups and downs. There are many memories.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best. Random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
All right.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, you don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
All right.
Right, first question is, what does family mean to you?
Family. Well, family, the word family means a few things for me. Of course, there's the blood family, and I'm very happy and grateful that I've got a family that's very open-minded and that was always very supporting towards me. And even now, in my year as Mr. Fetish, they're very happy about it. And they didn't come to one of the events yet, but I look forward to meet them on many parades, maybe in the future. And on the other hand, if you're not so lucky, there's always it's always important that you also have the power to decide what your chosen family is. And my late husband, Mark Brenner, we lived together. We had a relationship for about 15 years, and we got married 1.5 years ago.
Wow.
His family is very, very different than mine. In the last 15 years, I maybe spoke 1 or 2 sentences with his father. He wasn't very happy about the relationship, and I've never visited his hometown. So he was very happy that he had a chosen family, which is the LGBTQAI plus family in the case. And we got lots of friends, and we visited great places and other queer people. We had lots of fun together, and that's the more important family probably, especially for him, because that's where he felt home.
Wow.
So
okay, so your husband is watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send him a message. What would you say?
Oh, that's actually not so. I don't know if you got it, but in January he died. So.
Oh, he passed away. Oh, I'm so
Yes.
sorry, Andreas.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. Oh, yeah, no, don't.
oh, I see.
That he's watching now. Yeah, I believe he is watching now, and I'm sure he's very happy where I am now, and he's very supportive, and I can feel him beside me, of course. But I don't need to send him a message. He knows everything about me anyway.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure the special people, they come to into our lives, they leave a message, a memory, and it's always going to be there. As you said, for sure, you know, whatever he is right now, I'm sure he's cheering up for you. I'm sure he's besides you through this journey that's happening to you. Amazing. Thanks for sharing. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Andreas, next question for you is, what do you consider most romantic?
What I consider most romantic?
Yeah.
I think what we are losing today more and more through apps and the internet is the connection that we have when we meet one another in person. It's always, or it's more and more text messages, and there's Grindr and Romeo and all the other apps where you can hook up with people just for one night or just a few hours, and then it's like, okay, pass on to the next one. and we lose that kind of special connection. And it can be
Mhm.
very romantic if you meet someone in person and you just talk and you don't know where things are going to and what's happening next, and you feel the buzz inside you, and maybe you touch the hand of the other person, or your legs move closer, or whatever, and then yeah, maybe it's a very 80s or 90s perspective of romantic love, but all the things from Email for You or Pretty Woman, Notting Hill. That's the romantic world that I grew up in, and yeah, I like that. So, romantic is music, and when your heart just feels light and happy, and I think that this needs to be happening in person when you're close
Totally.
to each other, yeah. And when you can feel and smell the pheromones and the testosterone and stuff like that, yeah.
Saying that, what's the biggest joy of being you? What do you like the most about being Andreas?
The most joy about being Andreas?
Yeah,
Well, I need to ask Andreas then. But that's myself, so whew, what a question. Hmm. I like being where I am now, even though I got through some rough days and times and years and things. But that made me the person that I am right now. And there's nothing to hide anymore. And there's nothing to be fearful about. So that's also why I decided to go out and be Mr. Fetish Austria 2025, because I am who I am. I know there's a song like that, I think. And what I am are no excuses. No, but yeah, you can ask me actually anything, and I don't have to. Yeah, there. I don't want to live a lie, or I don't want to live something that is not me, and I want to speak out for myself, for other people, and just show them that whatever you are, that's just the way it is, and it's perfect, and you are perfect the way you are. And I feel the
totally.
same about myself. And what a good trick is for me is if I'm going down the elevator in my apartment, and I look at the big mirror in front of me, and if I see that I'm not smiling, then I put on a big smile and smile at myself, because I'm still here, I'm alive. There's a good place here in Vienna to be right now, and I just, yeah, I sometimes I need to make myself happy for myself. And if I am happy, and I bring that out into the world, then other people can smile too. And the smile is the only thing that doesn't get smaller if you share it. So I like that. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think once I was going to work a few years ago, and I went to the station, tube station, and there was a
Mm.
quote there saying, "If you want to change your life, if you want to, be in a better place, every morning look in the mirror and smile to yourself. Trust me, it's gonna give a big impact in your life." And I never
Yeah.
forgot that. I never forget. Sometimes we need to smile to ourselves to
Yeah.
remember that we are alive. That just the gift of being alive is already something very beautiful. It's a gift, so we need to remember that. Even though sometimes, of course, we have down times. However, we need to remember that always, for sure.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's like there's this quote from Matthew McConaughey, the actor,
Hmm.
and it's like a motivational speech, and he says, there's a mathematical exact reason why we are here in this moment in life on this planet at this moment. And if you connect the dots in the past, everything had to happen in exact this way so that you are here right now. The only thing is, we have to live life forward, and we can't connect the dots to the future. But looking back, oh yeah, that was exactly the way it had to happen. And if you're open-minded, and if you are living in a kind of a flow, then good things will come your way, definitely.
Totally. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, tell me a little bit more about the fetish community. Tell me, in your opinion, what is about when people think about fetish, what's something that, people they need to know or they should be educated about it. And the second part of the question is, what's the biggest stigma that people still have regarding the fetish community, if you can share?
So is this one question or two questions or
The first
sorry.
part of the question, tell me a little bit about the fetish
Yeah.
community.
Well, the word fetish, it has this the first meaning of the word fetish was kind of a magic thing that could empower you with strength or luck or love or whatever. And we nowadays see fetish in a different way, but I also believe that sometimes the old meaning is still there in a kind of a erotic or sexual way. Maybe it doesn't have to be, but it can be that if you think of something and you got a reaction in your body, a positive reaction that makes you think, oh, I want to know more about that, or oh, I want to feel more of that, or smell, or taste, or see more of that. Then that is already a fetish, and it doesn't matter if it's leather, rubber, sneakers, if it's a smell, or if it's wearing a puppy mask when you're into pet play. Anything actually can be a fetish, and we nowadays have kind of well, we need to broaden our view for fetish anyway, because it's not just this 3-4 things. It can be many things. So for me, it's leather, okay. um, but I also like it different and other things. But you can also break it down into all the senses that you have. Like there's this acronym. It's called VAKOK. It's and every letter stands for a different word. Like the V stands for visual, if it turns you on visually. Then if the audio, if the sound of something turns you on, and with the letter it can be there is a sound to leather if you wear it and if you rub someone against leather, and yeah, that can be very nice too. Then K stands for kinesthetic, how it feels. Leather has a very sturdy and has a kind of a grip to it. It also has a smell, which the O stands for. I don't know the English word, but it's olfaktorisch, how things smell. And then the G is gustatorisch, how something tastes. And there are many people into licking boots, and that can be a fetish too. And the taste of leather can be very tasty.
Interesting. I didn't know that these categories about it. I really didn't know. It just made my day now. Learn something new. Wow, that's
Well,
amazing.
that's maybe that's just some things in my head, but well, that's my meaning for it. Yeah.
And the other part of the question is, what's the biggest stigma that you think people still have regarding fetish?
Hmm. Hmm. Now, especially here in Austria and in Germany and in Europe, the fetish communities have the problem that people are thinking that every fetish is just BDSM, which is not, or that it's always about sex, which it also doesn't need to be, and we are on our prides and on our CSDs, Christopher Street Day parades or marches, and sometimes people say, oh, well, we don't like the leather community, we don't want the puppy community, we don't want the ABDL community to be in our parades because it's not family friendly, and kids shouldn't see this kind of things. So they have this stigma that that it's not usual or common, the fetish community. But on the other hand, all the Christopher Street Days and all these parades and marches, they all started, of course, with the leather guys, with the drag queens, with the lesbians, with the community, and it was very important to stand out and to say, hey, we are here, and we want to have the same rights and everything. and just wearing leather or having a fetish or being a drag queen or a transgender or anything, you shouldn't hide that from any kind of parade or march, because even if you say, oh, but you have to think about the children, it's important that you just educate them and tell them, oh, you know what, that's just what they like to wear, and you can find age appropriate wordings for all kinds of things. And I don't know where I go from here now. I think I lost um
No, it's just about,
yeah,
people accepting that,
yeah,
it's something
we
that
are
people,
part of it. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
we are
absolutely.
part of the community, and we like, hmm,
To
yeah,
express yourself,
ex
you try to express yourself, the what you think it's good for you.
exactly, yeah, yeah. Acceptance and respect and just talking
Yeah,
about it and asking things is better than thinking about it too much in your own mind, and not talking about it with anyone outside. So just come up to the people that you think, I'm not quite sure why is he wearing now a puppy mask, or why is he all dressed up in black leather or something like that. Just go up to them and talk to them, and we are all nice and happy people, really.
totally.
Yeah, and I know for myself, in the beginning, it was kind of intimidating,
Yeah,
looking at the guys in the bar, all in black leather with the cap and the sunglasses even, and standing there and having this hard face. But once you talk to them, they are so friendly and nice, and just as you and I, and yeah, they yeah they might look different, but we are just all the same. And yeah, and we like
amazing.
to talk. So just ask anything.
Very good. Next question is, what is the most difficult thing have you ever done?
The most difficult thing that I ever had to do um, was driving in a taxi to the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning after I got the call that my husband just passed away. And stepping into the car at 3 a.m. in the morning, and there was nothing else on the streets, and driving there was very, very hard. And getting there and walking down the empty hallway and knowing that what's going to be waiting for you on the end of the hallway, every step was very hard and very difficult. And thinking about it still gives me goosebumps and an eerie feeling, and till the last second, because I was talking to the nurse, and she gave me a bag with shoes, and I said, oh, that's the wrong shoes, maybe you just mixed up some things, and maybe he is still alive. But no, it was just the wrong shoes. But Mark wasn't with us anymore. Um, then I had 3 or 4 hours beside him, and that was a very hard thing for me, yeah, to have done, or that happened, or don't know what to say. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
very
we are.
hard.
I think we are never prepared for those situations, even though, situations sometimes we just who goes through that can tell, can understand, because I'm sure for you it's something that's always gonna be in your mind, something that you are not
Yeah.
prepared, and suddenly you need to face that. Saying that, when you think about him, like through those 15 years you were together, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Mhm. Watching Golden Girls with him on the couch. I think we watched the Golden Girls every episode, every season, at least once a year.
Wow.
I don't know why. We just started.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then we watched it and watched it and watched it, and I love it. Yeah. I wasn't able to watch a single episode since he passed away, but the
Mhm.
memories with him on the couch, sitting there, just the simple thing, very simple, just the couch, a coffee, and Golden Girls. Happy days.
For sure.
And it's the small and little things that I miss. Of course, we had great holidays, and the wedding was wonderful, and visiting my parents was always fun. But just
Uh-huh.
the small and simple things of sitting or lying with him on the couch watching Golden Girls, that will always stay in my heart and always put a smile on my face. Yeah, because that's just how we have
That's
been. We have
beautiful.
been
That's sweet.
we sometimes we had a very boring kind of life, just working, watching television, eating together. But it was wonderful. It was wonderfully boring. I miss it.
And he's from Austria as well, from Vienna?
Yeah. He was from Austria as well. No, he was from Burgenland, a little bit a little bit away from Vienna, but we lived together the last 13 years or so, 14 years. Yeah, I think we moved together after 6 months. Yeah.
I see. Beautiful, beautiful. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the last question, of course, holding a title, yeah, Mr. Fetish. Can you show me the sash?
Oh yeah. Oh well, I'm wearing it right now. There you go. Ta-da!
Beautiful, beautiful. Since you became, Mr. Fetish, do you have like some schedules that you need to, to attend? You have some travels that you need to go as well? How does work your schedule since you became Mr. Fetish Austria 2025?
Yes, well, the very important things, of course, is to be present at the big Vienna fetish festivals. There is actually Vienna in black. It's called Wien in Schwarz, which is going to happen from the 6th to the 9th of November this year. It's a big fetish community event with lots of things happening. We're still working on the special details and everything, but this is going to be a big event, and I'm very looking forward to that. Then also in the springtime, or spring to summertime, it's Vienna Fetish Spring, and at that stage, we're going to elect the new Mr. Fetish, which is going to be happening in May or June next year.
Mm-hmm.
This is also where the time where I got elected, and then of course there are so many things happening in Austria. Small parade and marches, and we call it Regenbogenparade here in Vienna, um, and internationally, yeah, so many things happening all the time at the same time. There are just too little or too there are not enough weekends actually to go to every event. But just last week, I've been in Poznan in Poland, where they elected the new Mr. Bear Europe 2025. Congratulations to Alex from Portugal again, from this side here, who got elected Mr. Bear 2025, Mr. Bear Europe 2025, and the Mr. Weiss Bear Europe 2025 is Dennis from Germany. Also,
Yeah.
congratulations to him. It was a fantastic event, and I was honored to be there as Mr. Fetish, representing the Austrian community a little bit as well. I wasn't there to be elected Mr. Bear, but being there and seeing all the shows and all the preparations was fantastic. And
Wow.
also I've been in Köln. I've been to Munich. So yeah, I'm getting around. I only had my first month now. I'm looking forward to all the other great things that are happening now over the next few months, and things I'm going to, and maybe even the international Mr. Leather in Chicago next year. I think it's going to be in March or so.
Yeah. So I was saying that, you mentioned about Alex, the Mr. Bear Europe, Dennis,
Oh, they've been
six of
at your show.
they've been on the show, had 6 of them,
Hey,
six of of them, they participate on the show.
great, fantastic.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. Next question for you is, what would your theme song be if you had your own show?
My theme song?
Be if you had your own show.
Well, of course, I need to say now, thank you for being a friend. The Golden Girl theme song, I like that. But I also like the last few weeks. I'm listening to Pet. I don't know her last name now, but she has this great song in which she sings, "We belong to the light, we belong to the thunder," and I like the feeling of that. That we all belong together in this great, wonderful, wide world. And I know it's a bit fantasizing and romanticizing, but if we all just would be a little bit more nicer to each other and respect and accept the way we are, and if we all found our own inner fetish and live it and have a good time with it, I think the world could be a great place for all of us. Yeah. Thank
Beautiful.
you for
Love
being
that.
a friend. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
Love it. Last question, ready?
All right.
Let's do it. Let's fun. But before the last question, people watching this interview right now, maybe they would like to apply to become, Mr. Fetish, could be from any other country. What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
Just do it. Don't overthink it. If you're thinking about it, and if you have a great feeling towards it, and if you want to represent your community, then just apply. And even the journey towards it, and it doesn't matter if you win or lose, is already a great thing to experience. At least it was for me. Meeting all my fellow contestants, Martin, Marcel, and Oliver. We had such a great time together, and that's just, yeah. Even if you find out in the end that it's not for you, at least you tried. Mark, my husband, he worked in a home for elderly, and they always told him that the things that they regret the most are the things that they have never tried or that they have not done, or they thought, oh, well, I still have enough time. Let's do it next month, next year, in 2 years, in 5 years. Maybe I want to change the job, but maybe not this month, next month, 3 months. You never know where you're going to get. And if you're not, and if you're inclined to represent the fetish community, the bear community, the puppy community, the ABDL community. If you want to try out drag or whatever it is, just do it, try it, and come out on the other side thinking or knowing, yes, that's what I wanted, that's what I got, or that's what I didn't get, and it's okay too. At least I tried.
Amazing. Good. Last question is, tell us about your earliest memory in life.
Oh, well, one early thing that comes up, but I don't think it's the earliest, but it just pops out in my head, and sometimes you just need to speak it out if it pops up in your head.
Yeah.
I was the first child of my parents, and my father took me to school, just like every other day, and I got out of the car and I went to the front, to the entrance of the school, and my father drove away, and no one was there, and I was
Wow.
standing there and waiting, but what my father didn't know is that it was a school holiday. It was a regular working day, but it was a school holiday. And because
Oh
I
my
was the
God.
first, because I was the first child, they just didn't know. But a friend of my grandmother just lived close to the school, and she saw me standing there, and she took me in and gave me cake and a hot chocolate, and I was very happy. And yeah, she called my grandmother, and my grandmother called my father, and then I got picked up again. And yeah, I would have had a free day off school, but no, no one knew that, yeah, that it was a school holiday. I
Oh,
don't know
sweet.
why it came up, but yeah, well, that's that's an early memory. Yeah.
And for you being gay, how was for you growing up? Did you have the support of your family, your parents?
Yeah. I can say that I have the support of my family in being gay. And there was this one movie that I watched with my first boyfriend at a time when my parents didn't know yet that I'm gay. It is called Mambo Italiano, and it is this fun movie about a young Italian gay guy growing up in Quebec, in Canada, and telling his parents about him being gay. And there's this one sentence when he says, "You know what? My parents actually have the right to know who their son really is." And that sentence got stuck in my head, and that's why I also decided to tell my parents, yes, I am gay. I didn't actually tell them. As I said, my friend slept over a few nights, and and after he went away again, back to Vienna, actually, they asked me, "Oh, the friend you had staying over, is he gay?" And I said, "Yes," just like that. And then nothing happened, and we ate our dinner again. And 10 minutes later, they asked, "Are you gay?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And that was my coming out.
Oh my
Just
God.
like,
How old
oh
were
yeah,
you?
well, I am now 41.
No, how old were you at the time
Oh
when
yeah, 19 or 20? No, yeah, 19. I think it was 18 or 19. Yeah.
that's
So I had my
amazing.
own flat already, close to my parents. But yeah,
I love that. Do you think they knew it before you told them?
they no. Well, I think I asked them that question already, and they said no. They didn't expect it. Um, no. Uh, and And what I have to say about my parents as well is that they were very open afterwards. There was nothing, no bad energy or vibes or anything. And we didn't talk much about it, but it was just the way it was, and everything was fine. But years and years and years, like 20 years later, they told me that the first few nights they couldn't sleep, and they were blaming each other and talking about, oh,
Oh,
what did we do wrong? But I never felt that, because they just talked, the two of them, and I'm very grateful that they did it in this way, and that they always gave me the feeling that I am welcome, and that I can be at home, and that I am part of the family still, no matter who I am loving.
that's
And
amazing.
and and yeah, blaming each other, and I don't know, not sleeping for a few nights because of that. Yeah, well, that's just what they did. And now
That's
they are quite
amazing.
happy. Yeah.
I love it.
Actually, Mark and I got married at exact the same place where my parents got married a long time ago. So that
That's
was nice too.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, beautiful. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
One word for money.
Please more.
Fear.
Of being alone
Life.
is good.
Family.
Heart.
Love.
Everlasting.
Religion.
Yeah. Mm, pass.
Okay. Sex.
Wonderful.
Politics.
Difficult.
Okay. Friendship.
Important.
Desire.
I, I have no answer.
Okay, that's a problem.
Maybe I don't
Success.
desire anything.
I would say danger. It can be danger, desire.
Ah.
Regret.
Had a few.
Success.
Moving forward. Step by step, yeah.
Wish. Wish.
Upon a star. Yes.
Okay.
Wish upon a star. But yeah, yeah. Do it. Wishing is fine, but doing is better.
Okay. Happiness.
It's very important to have happiness in your life, yeah.
One word for Vienna.
Schnitzel.
One word for Austria.
Ah, the hills are alive with the sound of music.
I love it.
Ah, no, well, yeah.
One word for the fetish community.
Strong.
And the last one now, Mr. Fetish Austria 2025. One word.
Me.
Amazing. Let's pretend
Maybe
now.
that's selfish, but no, yeah,
No,
that's me.
I mean, of course, you are holding the title. Why not? I
Yeah.
was expecting you to say that. If I would ask your best friend right now, if I would go for a coffee with your best friend, I would ask your best friend, define Andreas in one positive word and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you?
Go ahead and ask them yourself.
Tell me what they would say.
Well, I think I am quite. I think they would say that I'm quite open-hearted and can be quite a warm personality, and I like to talk to people. And the negative thing is that I always want to do things for free, and I always want to do things for free, and that's the big thing, that I'm just not charging stuff that I'm working, and no, I don't know. It's it's a difficult thing. One bad thing. Maybe it's that I'm to many things I just say yes and try to do it, even though I know it might be very difficult, quite hard, or maybe even impossible. But the word impossible, if you're self-employed, just doesn't seem to exist. So
I see.
some clients, yeah, well.
Let's play now, Andreas, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Andreas, you can ask me a question now.
Sure. I should have prepared something, and I think you asked so many questions that I don't have any questions left for you. But what is your first thing that comes into mind when you think about Austria?
Oh my God, that's such a beautiful question, and I have the answer straight away. You know what? Fun enough, when I started doing the show a few years ago, I contacted randomly a lovely man that I didn't know he's from Austria. And guess
All right.
what? He's the one who suggested the name William the Magic Box. You know,
There you
and
go.
he's actually, you might know him actually, because he works on TV. His name is Manfred. You know, he works on TV, and he's been working for 25 years on TV. And when I approached him
Oh,
online,
wow.
on social media, you know, and I told him about the project, about, you know, I have this idea, and he kind of supported me. He goes, okay, yeah, we'll do it. It's a great concept. And he said to me, and my first idea that came to my mind was Anonymous Stars. That was the name of the show, the first one I suggested, because everyone is anonymous, but everyone is a star as well. And he said,
Oh, that's
William, how
beautiful.
about William the Magic Box? Because it's your name, you have a magic box, you have random question, and the show is magic. Why don't you put William the
Yeah,
Magic Box? Guess what? He was right. So there you
that's
go.
what happened.
So when I think about Vienna, I think about my friend Manfred for sure. I think about him. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my
Hey,
mind.
fantastic. Great.
Did you enjoy the interview, Andreas?
Sorry?
Did you enjoy the interview?
Oh, I enjoyed the interview very much. Yes, it's very nice talking to you.
Thanks again. Thanks for being so kind and so sweet. I'm so glad that we connected, you know, during this time of this time for you where you become Mr. Fetish. I think it's a great place to be when you are holding a title where you can express yourself, you can express and help your community, you can, you know, open people's mind, you can break stigmas. And I think it's amazing for you to be holding this title. And I can see how happy you are. Also, thanks for being so open and talk about, you know, your husband. That's, you know, he's always going to be around you for sure. And I think
Yeah.
it's amazing. And I'm sure, as you said before, whatever he is right now, I'm sure he's smiling to see you living, you know, this life where you are not just, you know, enjoying for yourself, but you are helping others as well. So thanks again. Thanks for being so kind and sweet in a certain invitation. And before you
Nothing to hide. Yes.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
One of my favorite childhood authors was Terry Pratchett, and he wrote a trilogy called the Gnome Trilogy. I'm not quite sure how it's called in English, but I think it might be called the same. And the message from the book is that anything is possible, as long as you don't believe that it is impossible. In the story in the book, it starts in a little small hole beside a motorway in London, and in the end, they drive away with a starship into the stars, and it wouldn't have been possible if he would have known how difficult it is. So even if you have the fear of something not being possible or being very difficult, if you just take one step after the other, you might get very close, or you might even get to the goal. And one step after another is all that it takes. Small steps, very small steps, bring you to help you to reach the goal. Yeah.
Totally, I love that. And also keep going, because must be just around the corner and you don't know. Just give another step and can be just waiting for you. Never give up. Always keep going.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. Now everything is very dark behind me, but
I love it. No, I love the scenario in the beginning. I could see a little bit of the city from outside.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thanks for
Thanks again for the interview, and keep in touch, okay? And I'll see you in Vienna one day, okay?
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you, and all the best. Thank you.
Have a good night. Take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.